Hello, Joey Sosaki here from the Beautiful Feet Project. It's been about a month since we've done any blog updates or anything out to the world, so I thought I'd get you guys up to speed with what God's been doing in the past 4 weeks of shelter in place. As that shelter in place started, God provided a surge of giving, and me and Felicia were able to secure tickets for our entire family to Japan, to Tokyo, for the August time frame at a huge discount, which was a blessing to us. Those tickets are also 100% transferable, so it was a sound investment on our end. As things continue to progress and we continue to communicate with our Japanese partners, we found that the Japanese school systems have shifted their breaks, and because of that, there is no opportune time for ministry in the summer for the Beautiful Feet Project. Additionally, Japan has canceled their Olympics, and it is likely that you will see their curve of coronavirus lag behind America by about 1 to 2 months. Because of that, that's pushing them into the June, July, August time frame, which is right when we were planning on going. So it was likely that we could either be quarantined going to Japan or coming back from Japan, and that would kind of be a ministry wrecker. So with that, God has led us to cease all summer ministries for 2020. We are still actively praying about a visions trip to Nagasaki for the fall for the Isosakis to go, and connect with Jenny, who's a new missionary on our team. So you can be in prayer for that. We may consider a fall ministry or a winter ministry with Shingu as well, because they are receptive to that. So lots of things to pray for. God is still moving. If we were to do that trip, we would still need to raise additional support because there's a lot of multi-flights involved with it. It'd be very aggressive. So excited to see what God does in that space. What was really neat is we had 12 people that we're equipping, and we were able to build really awesome infrastructure for onboarding, and onboarding of multicultural Church Like Heaven teams. So you have people from different faith backgrounds, different races. We had Japanese nationals within our onboarding cohort, as well as multi-generational. So you had from college students to elderly. And it was really humbling and exciting to see them be stretched and engaged by the content we've put together. We've made about 4 weeks of that, and we had a vision for a 16-week journey. This is all leveraging Google Classroom and Google Docs and YouTube. So it took a lot of work to get that content off the ground, but we're looking at the delay in this trip, or the cancellation of the summer ministries, as a divine pause for me and Felicia and team to reset on what the vision of the Beautiful Feet Project looks like moving forward and how to build out the content well. We have no idea how many people will use it. I've been reading a lot about having a God-sized vision, and our vision was initially to equip and mobilize 100 short-term missionaries a year. That was what was driving how we build everything. And I'm being challenged by numbers of like thousands and tens of thousands of people being equipped and trained, and not even trained just for Japan, but that the Beautiful Feet Project could eventually sprawl out to reach other unreached peoples groups if we build this onboarding digital discipleship journey well. So there's a lot that you guys can be praying for in that space. Additionally, there is a gap, a need for us to become a 501(c). I don't currently have the bandwidth to support that, but as we continue to build the content, the largest detractor or complexity for people joining the team is our financial process is not ideal. It's I would say suboptimal, and it's very messy, and it was really detracting a lot of my focus from being able to put out good biblical content for the onboarding, because I'm also trying to get people up to speed on how to purchase tickets, how to collect giving, where that cash flow is going. Because we're not our own 501(c), we don't have our own books. So it's very messy. So an area that I'm praying for is, in this divine pause, God will provide the Beautiful Feet Project with someone who has either part-time or full-time margin in their life, with a strong passion around mission and a robust skill set around either non-for-profit or accounting or finance, or willingness to learn into those spaces to make sure that what we do is robust and appropriate. Being under Converge is a huge gift, a huge blessing to us, and it has allowed me and Felicia to collect monthly giving, which is great. But we do challenge some of their infrastructure by trying to collect and manage giving for lots and lots of people. And that's no fault of Converge. It's just they're built for full-time missionaries raising support, and they're learning how to be built for short-term missionaries raising support for short trips. So an area to pray for us in that space. And if you have any of those giftings, please reach out to me on Facebook, or I'll leave my email or something in the post. But we are really praying for someone who could own that pocket and navigate it well. More of an executive pastoral kind of role. Because if someone has that and can navigate that well, it allows me and Felicia to really focus on leveraging our experience from Japan on discipleship and building that content out well. So I think both of those need to hit around the Q3, Q4 timeframe of 2020 is our goal, to get all that infrastructure built and to kind of leverage this pause from God well. So something to pray about, something to consider. If God's speaking to you in that, please reach out to me on that. Because I would like to get you up to speed on what we've built thus far, what worked and what didn't work, show you the pain points, and kind of give you the freedom to implement financial processes that are clean and correct and easy for people to navigate and well scoped, so that we can efficiently mobilize a lot of people to Japan and to the ends of the earth. So whatever you build will be leveraged not only in Japan, but our hope is to the ends of the earth as well, because it doesn't end in Japan. But that's an update on Vision. We are excited to see what God will do. I have been stretched immensely in my leadership during this pandemic, so I appreciate all the prayers and support and affirmations I've received from different people. And we trust that God is still recklessly pursuing the Japanese, and it is so humbling to be a part of that access for them to create access to Christ through discipleship and through mobilization. Thanks, guys.